I'm sorry, Perfect Game. Excuse me.
Yeah.
It's Perfect Game. I remember seeing that. I remember watching that game in person. Yep.
So I mean, it was a roiling hot day. I mean, just like miserable, 102 degrees, and the game even was delayed by rain. And like, okay, this is gonna mess up the perfect game right here and here, but I'm not missing this game for nothing. You don't see this for often every day. And then, luckily, Cone did not lose his composure, and they got that perfect game. It was like in the bag, a 5-0 victory.
And there's only been 24 perfect games in MLB
23.
history. 23. Okay. 23. Because I know you don't see them very often. You see them once in a blue moon, and even if it's against your team, I think you kind of have to watch. You watch it because you don't get to see them every day. I mean, and I'm not saying a no-hitter is not as great as a perfect game, but a perfect game is just perfect. No walks, no hits, no errors. I mean, that it's just, to me, even if it's happening against your team, you always got to stay glued to the TV, about it.
We almost have one on Sunday.
Yes, the Rays. Yes, I was actually here at home, watching whatever the heck I was watching. Then I turned on the TV and I got a notice on my phone that they were in the ninth inning. They had a chance, and I turned the TV on, Lewis, and I think I freaking jinxed him. I turned the TV on. The very first pitch he throws is a base hit. I'm like, oh, there it is. There goes the perfect game.
Happens to me too, man.
And bam, it's over. It's over. It was over right there.
Yeah, I know.
So, but yeah.
But I don't know who I feel more sorry for though with Baltimore, the team itself or the play-by or Gary Thorne was covering the game, because he just seems to be so out of it.
Yeah. Yep.
I got to feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
I mean, why'd you leave the Mets anyway? Not that I'm a Mets fan, but why'd you leave them?
Well, that's a good question.
Sorry, Gary, but bad career move. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, well, and the Mets, there's a team that's kind of looking for an identity. I don't really know if they even have one at the present moment.
Not really.
They, I think a lot of speculation is that the owner of the Rays, Stu Sternberg, is trying to sell the Rays and then position himself to buy the Mets. So I don't know how true that is. That's been the rumors down here again, because I'm local to Tampa Bay media, so we get to hear all the rumors and stuff that are going on. So, but yeah. I mean, as long as he doesn't move the Rays out of Tampa or out of St. Pete, I don't care. If you want to buy the Mets, go right ahead. If that's what you want to do, maybe to revitalize them, go for it. Because they're in shambles. Because like I said, Lewis, I don't know if I told you on the first time you talked to me, I was in New York for a week back in 2008, 2010, somewhere in that category. I stayed in Queens. We were in Queens. I stayed with my buddy's dad for a week. And the coolest thing I did that whole week was take a tour of Yankee Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium, not the new one, the one that Ruth built. And as a Red Sox fan, that was the coolest thing I did all week. And I mean, and that's the enemy. That's the enemy. That's always been the enemy. But that was the coolest thing I did. I got to see Matt. I went to Madison Square Garden and saw a hockey game. I saw the Rangers play the Islanders, and I got to see them in New Jersey at the Prudential Center. And I'd never been more scared for my life than when I was in New Jersey, not in New York. Well, it was raining that night in New Jersey.
Oh yeah.
And it was, I had every homeless person, I'm going to call them that, approach me. And I'm like, okay, no, I don't have any money. I don't carry. I mean, I was told when I got to New York to carry very little cash on me. Don't flash cash anywhere you go. Don't show it. Because you're just drawing a bullseye on your back. So, I took the the trolley or the subway everywhere in New York. And I didn't, not once did I ever think anything was going to happen to me. So everyone that they say is, certain part, I guess every major city has bad sections of the city or state has a bad section.
Yes.
I mean, as long as you don't do something stupid or act stupid, they're not going to bother you. But if you act stupid and do dumb things, then they're going to bother you. They're gonna call you out.
Yeah.
So.
Well, number one, New York is the muggers' capital of the world.
Okay. Yes, I would agree with that.
I thought you said you feared for your life with the hockey because I thought you were going to get hit by a puck or something.
No, actually, I'll tell you something funny about the New Jersey game. I was there in Lightning gear because I'm a Lightning fan, as I explained to the previous caller. And I was in the Prudential Center, and we lost the game if I remember correctly, we lost the game in overtime, 2-1 to the Devils. And I remember the guy was sitting about 5 rows behind me, and we scored our only goal in that game. Mm-hmm. And I stood up, and the guy said, "How can you be a Lightning fan?" And I said, "Well, I'm from there." And he goes, "You better get your ass back there." And I'm like, "Okay, no problem." I mean, it wasn't like I was up Lewis cheering for every big hit or anything like that. It's just, I'm like, "You got it, sir. No problemo." I mean, I left the arena, and I was there with my buddy and his dad. I mean, I wasn't there alone or anything like that.
Thank God.
And then we went to Penn Station to catch the PATH train that runs between New Jersey and New York, and my pass would not work for some off-the-wall reason. My trolley pass. And my buddy's dad bear hugs me, throws the pass through, and we both push through the thing at the same time. I'm like, holy crap, we're going to get arrested. We're going to get arrested in New Jersey. But, luckily we didn't. The officer there was like, "No, you're good. Your pass is legal. It just wasn't working." And so that's my miraculous New Jersey story. Was that? Yeah.
And you haven't been back since, of course.
Correct. I have not been back since.
I wonder why. Now, speaking of something stupid, something happened with one of the members of the U.S. Soccer team while they were in Los Angeles. One of the players did the most ridiculous thing and most ludicrous thing you could possibly think of. She left her hotel room key unlocked, and she got her wedding ring stolen, some other items, and some cash. You do not leave your hotel key room unlocked.
Yeah. You don't need. You're exactly right. You don't do that in any state.
You big dope.
You have to be. I don't know. You must not have your brains attached to your skull or something because, there's...
No, you don't.
You don't.
I mean, I know you had a long week. You were in New York. You had the victory parade. You had to get on a flight to LA to attend the ESPY Awards. But, come on. Use your head. You know you're not supposed to leave your hotel room key unlocked because that is a prime target for being burglarized.
Correct.
Duh.
Yeah. Well,
and people call me stupid.
In a weird way, Lewis, you know what? That's how you learn a lesson. That's how you learn. You do stupid things, you make a mistake like that, and then you learn from your mistake. So
yeah, but some mistakes can be avoided.
I agree with you. I totally agree. Well, let me go ahead, my friend. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. I have one more topic I'm gonna cover. Do you want me to mute you up and you're gonna hang on? Or you gotta go.
I guess, but I'll leave you with one thought. Stupid is, stupid does.
There you go. Exactly. Well, Lewis, thank you again, buddy, for joining my show. I'll try to get on this Saturday. If not, I'll be on there next week.
Thank you, Braden.
You're welcome. Have a good night, sir. All right, guys, that was Lewis. That is a man. That is a good guy. The last see what I got here, guys. I'm going to go back to Facebook before I go here. Looks like I had some talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars. Bortles didn't lose the AFC Championship game. Coaching, of course, they got Brady in the fourth quarter. All right, so history and legends transcend. Yes, I agree with you, Aaron, on that one. They do transcend rivalries. Let me talk about, guys, again, I want to thank Pat Donovan for joining me, man. It was awesome to have him on my show. He's one of the guys that I looked up to. I did talk about Tyler Skaggs and Zeke, if you guys missed that. And I talked about golf earlier. I had my interview with Pat Donovan. So the last topic I wanted to get to talk to you guys is the Wimbledon. I don't know if you guys, again, it's just like golf. A lot of people don't pay attention to tennis or golf because if you don't play the sport or you find it, you find it boring or whatever it might be. Actually, I just turned my camera on here. Sorry, guys, I had turned my camera around. My apologies on that. So I'm going to go over Wimbledon, guys. The Serena Williams did not have a very good finals match against Elite. She was beaten pretty handily in that final match. And if you guys got a chance to watch it, in her press conference, she admitted that maybe Father Time was catching up to her. It's going to be interesting to see what future she has because we still have the U.S. Open, guys, as far as tennis goes, as far as majors go. You still got the U.S. Open and stuff like that. So we'll have to see what happens with her moving forward. I mean, again, there's we just for women's tennis, she's been the tennis is she's been a catalyst for so long. It will be interesting to see what and how she does moving forward. I I didn't get a chance to watch the Saturday match. I was out doing golfing, as it's called. But the match between Federer and Djokovic was very, very cool. Again, if you like tennis, it was almost a 5-hour match. They went back and forth the entire match. They went back and forth with each other. And Djokovic won it in the end. He pulled it out in the tiebreaker in the fifth set. But you could see after the match, guys, how the mutual respect between those two guys was. Djokovic and Federer both commented each other after they received their trophies that they get. They both, congratulated each other. And Roger's up there in age. He's in his late 30s. He's still playing tennis, guys. I mean, Jesus, he's still playing tennis in his late 30s. And Djokovic, he hopes to play that long as well. So I mean, guys, that's the interesting part is you gotta give the hats up to these guys. They're still playing at that kind of sport at that age. But again, they had a huge mutual respect for each other there towards the end of the match, and that's what makes it great, guys. That's what makes sports great is the mutual respect between the two players, and that's something like that. Tennis is one of those sports along with hockey where when you lose in a round, you got to shake hands with each other. Now, some players don't shake certain hands. And, in football, you'll see they don't line up, but certain players will go over and congratulate certain players. The only two that do that is, as Aaron is on there right now, the coaches shake hands. Sometimes it's a great handshake. Sometimes it's a quick one. Just depends on the whole thing. But, guys, with that in mind, I had a great show this evening. My personal self, I have to be up early for work tomorrow morning, so I'm going to go ahead and go through my sponsors here and kind of conclude my show. I want to thank everybody on Facebook Live again for joining me. All the comments. I'm going to try to find a way that I can see all the comments and kind of keep in touch with you guys because I want to be able to interact with my callers and interact with you guys as well. So I'm going to try to figure that out and get it all, ironed out because I love being able to talk to both of you guys. It's freaking cool. Again, this is Brad Walker. I'm the host of the Walker Report. I am the sports nerd. I am in the zone. We're a part of In the Zone Sports Radio, which is part of NGSE Sports. Remember the website. It's ngsesports.com. Log on to ngsesports.com for all your current sports content. NGSE Sports, where we never stop. The show is sponsored by Alicia's Fells and Things. Check out our Facebook page at Alicia's Fells and Things, where you'll find home decor you will not be able to resist at prices anybody can afford. Check out the pedals and stools of your favorite sports teams. Maybe you want to set up your kid's favorite cartoon or movie character. You can also